check out the Patreon and gain access to all the source code. Hey, welcome to another video on the SpellEditor. Today we'll go over auras, buffs, dots and everything. An aura is just something that can be applied to the character or something that can be applied to other monsters and stuff. So today, as always, the fireball, we will use that to just play around with it. And you can see it has some extra damage and an additional 162 to 165 damage over 4 seconds. So let's cast it on one of these and let's see if that works as expected. And you see here, boom, it died now. And funny enough, I level up. But that's what we'll go over today. It's gonna be a simple video just showcasing this. So see you in the video. So now that we have opened the SpellEditor, let's find our fireball like we did in the other videos. So fireball. We have our fireball here. And now to effects. As I explained last time, is that you can have 3 spell effects. So one is just for this it's just normal damage, school damage, which is fire. So when you hit the enemy, that's what it does. Like it deals damage via these in fire. Spell effect 2 is where we apply an aura, and that's the dot, or what we want to call it, like the debuff to the enemy that ticks. So first thing we want to do is that okay, we know it deals the normal damage here, so 1 fire damage every 2 seconds, but we want to change that. So all we actually want to do is that we want to just change it to something insane if we want to do that. So we can do 0, save it, go back, click here, click here. Now you can see it changed. So 80 fire damage every 2 seconds. Okay, so we already changed the damage on that aura that it applies. But what if we wanted it to like do some like proc multiple or proc faster? What we can do is that we can just change this to 1. Remember, this is in milliseconds, so 1000 milliseconds is 1 second. So now we go back to the spell and we just click here. Now we can see it's every second. That's awesome. Now that is actually all we had to do here, but you can play around with all of these. So you can see here, the target A is who is targeted and where it should apply it. Target A is target unit, target enemy. And that makes sense because when we cast our spell, the fireball, it procs on the unit. Unit is just creatures and everything, players even, that it hit. Makes great sense. So that's what we set it to here. But again, you can even set it to proc on the caster, the player casting it, or nearby enemy if you wanted to. You can play around with this. It's really awesome, all the things you can do. But let's keep it as is. And target B, nothing, because we don't have, like, if you have multiple targets, you can do something funny here. So now, and you can see here, the apply aura name is a big list of all the aura names you can do here and types and stuff. So you can even spell aura blindside if you want it, or you can mod the fear of them or heal. So but for now we'll just stay with the 1 second instead of the 2 seconds, and then we increase the base points here. Now I will go back, hit save, and as you can see, we have it here. Next, what we want to do is that we want to go to import and export, click export, and now just click export check to DBC files. I will do that because I do the folder structure of the MPQ already. If you did the other thing, you can just click this one and it will make the MPQ file for you. But I use the folder since I find it easier for the tutorial parts. So now it's done. I will open up the handy dandy program I made here. Again, it's on my GitHub, all free to use. There's a config file where you set everything up. Even made it so you can update a repack files instead if you needed that. So all I gotta do now is click update files. And now you can see here, it started, it moved the export files to the server DBC where it needed to go, and it did the same into our patch. So if you use the folder method, you can open the config and say you have a predefined folder and then use that instead of the patch. But if you use a normal patch in here, like export check to MPQ, then it will be able to export this one to your client. So now just close this. Let's close this and let's head in game. So see you when the server and everything has started up. So now I'm in game. So let's just log in. Don't mind this, it's something custom I'm working on. So now if we try to cast, and as you can see, an additional 324 to 320 fire damage over 4 seconds. The reason it's higher here, like in the tooltip, is that the buff or the debuff, the proc thing, is there for 4 seconds and it procs every 1 second. So let's cast it, and now you'll see we have it here and it's dead. Now let's do something real quick here. Mod speed 5, and let me just go over to a higher level mod. So now I'm back. Let's try this out. So we cast the fireball on our level 6. We miss, of course. Here we hit him, and now you can see it's pretty fast on killing them. So this is actually something you can play around with and make some cool auras and everything you want to do. Even procs. So this was all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.